I think you have some...
Yeah, we had talking about potentials within us, and that God wants to unlock. We had a brief interview with a man by the name of Steven Barnard. Now, Steven Barnard goes around in ministry through unlocking the potential of farming in all of us by ensuring that he teaches from young to old as to how to become self-sustainable when it comes to material things through farming.
That's amazing, because you can actually give someone money, but teaching them how to make, feed the soil and get food from the soil goes further. So let's just go and see the clip.
Hi TBN viewers, we are literally sitting in a farm, aquaponics farm, and with one of the directors for IRCD and Garden of Life, that is the Institute for Rural and Community Development. As you can see, we are sweaty. It's just outside and practicalizing the gospel, empowering young people to be involved in just feeding themselves. I am with Steven Barnard. Good day, sir. And how did this come about? How did Garden of Life come about?
Thank you, Lucky. Garden of Life is a God-inspired opportunity. I was actually an office man, a pen pusher in the property industry, and God gave me a vision one day, and he said, write a book, and the book is on the Garden of Life. And I said, but I can't write books. So I closed the door. I called my secretary. I said, you're taking the afternoon off. And in one afternoon, we wrote the story of Mpo and the Garden of Life, where I took all of the experiences I've had in 27 years in working in communities, and I put it into a story whereby we could teach people the basic techniques of how to grow their own vegetables, because the poverty in this country, the malnutrition taking place, the fact that children are getting up in the morning and eating a slice of bread and having a cup of tea for breakfast is something which has always bothered me.
Wow.
In my experiences in the military, I was a soldier for a long time. I saw a lot of devastation. I saw a lot of young children dying because they didn't have food. And the Mpo in the Garden of Life was just that experiences that we took and we put it in a story form, and you can now see we've taken the story and turned it into a practical way by which we teach old people and young people how to grow their own vegetables in small areas of ground using a very, very basic hydroponic system.
Yeah. Well, the Bible tells us about empowering people, where it talks about the fact that we don't necessarily have to just give people fish, but we have to teach them how to fish. And I see this being practicalized here. Why specifically the kids?
Well, you know, I think one of the problems which we have in Southern Africa, in Africa as a whole, is the way people think. And that thinking is umsebenzi. I want a job in Xhosa. And we have to change that thinking to umsebenzi imali. I want to work to make money. And the easiest way to start generating an economy is through agriculture. Agriculture was the first economic activity which took place in the world. God gave us the garden. He tells us in Genesis how to build that garden, and he says you go and work in that garden so that you might eat. But today, we walk down the road to a shopping center and we go and buy. You ask young children today, where does food come from? And they say, certain shopping centers. So what we try to do is we try to change the thinking of children to say, but God has given us this earth, this wonderful earth. How are we using it to our benefit and to the benefit of our fellow people?
You have already alluded to the Bible in Genesis talking about tilling the land, and we have become so lazy, even us as Christians. Now, I would love to ask you specifically, there are so many other initiatives that are about empowering and skilling people. How does Garden of Life differ from these initiatives?
Well, you see, the important thing which I've found, I've been involved in socio-economic development for 27 years, as I've said. The important thing which we found with Garden of Life is we have to create a mechanism which is simplistic, which is very easy to replicate, and we make use of waste. When you talk to people about farming, they say, give me a hectare, 2 hectares, 3 hectares. I mean, there you can see, we're growing vegetables in tires. We use pallets and make boxes. What we are saying is that in the area that you're in, no matter how small that area, you can start producing your own food. We refer to it as guerrilla farming, which is different to your normal classical farming where people are taught you take a big piece of land, you need a tractor, we're saying, but start doing that which the Ntombis used to do many years ago. Start growing vegetables in your own backyard. So that's our focus.
Steven, if people want to get hold of you to learn more, how do they do that?
Well, they can go to our website, www.ircdsa.org, to see what we've already done, and there's a whole lot of success stories on that. Or they can phone me personally. My cell number is 082-651-3456. They can phone me until 10 o'clock. I've already had people phoning me at 12 o'clock at night, and I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so you can phone me at 5, because I first got to take my wife coffee. My email address is StevenB, STEVENB, @nunet, NUNET.co.za. And they're welcome, or they're welcome to come out here. Our address is 79 Linwood Road in the Willows, Pretoria, and come and experience, come and plant a couple of plants and eat some fresh organic vegetables.
Wow. Thank you very much, viewers. And there you have seen it. You're even seeing where we are sitting, practicalizing the gospel and just being involved, specifically with the farmer kids. Well, thank you very much for having joined us.
Thank you.